Hello everyone, Neil here. Today we're going to install a new light receptacle in my bedroom, and this one illuminates a very faint light with inside of it that will make it easier for us to be able to find the light switch at night. So before I work on the electrical light switch itself, I'm going to make sure that I don't have power to it. At this time I do know I have power because when I turn my light switch on, the ceiling lamp will turn on and off. So this is a voltage detector that I have, and I'm just going to test it. As you can see, I do have a hot indicator there, so the power is still on. So I'm going to go down to the circuit breaker right now, and I'm turning the breaker off to this room light switch. This is the circuit breaker panel box from my home. I've taken the liberty of pre-labeling all of my circuit breakers, so I know that A22 is for my master bedroom. So that is the switch I'm going to turn off right now. So we have 20, 22, and 24. I know that I need to turn off A. So A in my house is on the top portion here. So A and B, 22A and 22B. 22A I'm going to turn off now. Now that I've turned the breaker off with the electrical box, I'm back in the master bedroom. And as you can see, the light switch is actually still up. There is no voltage being indicated by the voltage detector. Here we are going to remove the outlet. There's only 2 screws that hold it in. Now we can pull it all the way out and expose the wiring. So in order to remove this electrical switch and put the wiring onto the new switch, I'm going to cut these existing wires off of here, and then I will restrip them. So this one goes up top, this one goes on the bottom. Then we have our grounding wire over here. Okay, so there's that light switch. And now I can strip the wire. This one is 12 gauge wire. Straighten this one out. Okay. So you see, got about 1/2 inch on both of them roughly. And before I put actually screw the wires in here, it's a little bit more difficult to get the ground wire on in my case here, because it's one whole loop. It's not just one single wire. So I'm going to work it around. Let's see here. Let's widen this a little bit. Okay. We'll make the wire a little bit tighter around that screw. Again, mine's a loop. Sometimes it's just a single ground wire. But I just want to make sure mine's on there. So you can kind of wiggle it on. And then use a nice big size flathead screwdriver. Screw that on. And then kind of wiggle it around and make sure that it doesn't pop off. When installing these 2 leads into the electrical light switch itself, you have the option of inserting into the holes that are pre-built into the light switch, where you can see I can cut off the previous ones to the older light switch, or you can screw them onto the sides. So for this, I'm going to actually screw them onto the sides, and I will use needle nose pliers to help me bend the copper wire around the screw. And once I have that on there securely, then I can screw it down and then work on the second one. So as you can see, I've taken each of these wires, the hot wires, wrapped them underneath each of the screws accordingly, and they're nice and tight. When installing the light switch, make sure that you read where the top portion should be, because I know the night light is up here. So on this one, the top is right here. And you can see on the other side that I've pre-wired the ground wire in here underneath the screw and ensured that it's tight. Now that we have the electrical leads connected to the electrical light switch, we're going to run down to the main breaker and turn on the breaker for this room and see if we have power. And now that we've got the light switch all wired up, I'm going to go ahead and turn on 22A. I've installed the faceplate onto the electrical light switch. As you can see, the lights are on in my hallway right now to your left, and the illumination here in my bedroom light switch is on because my ceiling lights are off right now. But once you turn the light switch on, the illumination goes away. So it just helps you find the light switch at nighttime. As always, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. And if you like my video, please click like. Thank you and have a great day.